trillions of dollars on Wednesday and saw massive
value.
Trump nearly doubled.
After U.S. slapped 125% counter-tariff on Beijing, China does not want a trade war, but will not fear it if the United States continues its tariff threats, the Chinese Foreign Ministry said on Thursday, April 10th. China will not sit back and let the legitimate rights and interests of the Chinese people be deprived, Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian said at a regular news conference.
The United States is still imposing tariffs on China, and China is firmly opposed to such bullying. China will absolutely not accept pressure, threats, and blackmail. That is not the right way to deal with China. If the U.S. side really wants to talk, it should show an attitude of equality, respect, and reciprocity. If the United States ignores the interests of the two countries and the international community and insists on fighting a tariff war and a trade war, China will certainly accompany it to the end. The United States, driven by selfish interests, has weaponized tariffs as a means of exerting maximum pressure and seeking unilateral benefits. This severely infringes upon the legitimate rights and interests of other countries, constitutes a grave violation of World Trade Organization rules, seriously undermines the rules-based multilateral trading system, and poses a major threat to the stability of the global economic order. It is a blatant act that defies international norms and runs counter to the entire world. Taking necessary countermeasures against the United States' bullying practices is not only to safeguard our own sovereignty, security, and development interests, but also to uphold international fairness and justice, defend the multilateral trading system, and protect the common interests of the international community. Those who uphold justice will receive broad support, while those who go against it will find themselves isolated. The U.S.'s reckless and unjust actions go against the will of the people and are doomed to fail in the end. I want to reiterate that in a tariff war or trade war, there are no winners. China does not want a trade war, but we are not afraid of one. We will never stand by and watch the legitimate rights and interests of the Chinese people be undermined, nor will we allow international trade rules and the multilateral trading system to be trampled upon. If the United States insists on waging a tariff war or trade war, China will fight to the end. By placing its own interests above the common good of the international community and sacrificing the legitimate rights and interests of countries around the world to serve its hegemonic agenda, the United States is bound to face even stronger opposition from the international community.
U.S. President Donald Trump announced overnight an immediate 90-day pause on tariffs for many trading partners, while at the same time ramping up pressure on China. He hiked the tariff on Chinese imports to 125%, from the 104% level that kicked in on Wednesday, April 9th, in retaliation for China's announcement of an 84% levy on U.S. goods, starting April 10th.